write down every sin, you know, that I could think of. And I was like, I just want to get it out of me, and was really consumed by getting closer to the Lord and having again another experience with the Lord. Around the same time, I was going to the front, and there was a couple of times where my husband at the time and I had gone to the front to be prayed over for our marriage. And I asked my husband, I said, did you feel like you could like go down? And he's like, no. And I said, there's a couple of times where I felt like this, like I could maybe fall down. And since I am an emotional person, I wanted to make sure that it wasn't in my own head. So that happened twice. And then on Easter, I went to my pastor and asked him, I said that I had this experience. And he said, well, Janae, if the Lord has something for you, I wouldn't stop it. And so I had prayed to the Lord, and I had said, Lord, if this is something that's happening, and I Googled slain in the spirit to see if it was scriptural and all of that, and I still was unsure about everything I was hearing or seeing. I just knew I was having these experiences and I couldn't really explain them. So there was a time where I had talked to my pastor's wife about something I needed prayer for, and my pastor and his wife were at the front. And I told my pastor's wife, I said, you know what I need prayed for, and Pastor, if you could pray in the spirit, I'd appreciate it. And I asked to be prayed over for something totally different. And then all of a sudden my pastor goes, Janae, you need to lift up your hands. And as soon as I lift up my hands, boom, I was down for the count. And I had asked Lord, and I can compare it to like being zapped is what I call it, because what the Lord did for me was he moved it past my emotions and past the part of me feeling like I could stop it. He answered my prayer perfectly, and I just went down. And that was the time where I was slain in the spirit, and it was around Easter time. So yeah, I just wanted to say that the things that happen, it happened to me. So, and then speaking in tongues has happened. And so the gifts of the Spirit, I do think I've had some prophetic words several times. And so I just wanted to encourage you guys, when you ask the Lord for more of him, he will deliver, and it may not be what you expect. So I have been slain in the spirit, and that was my little testimony of that. I promised that I actually, a few weeks ago, the Lord was like, start sharing your testimony, and I'm not holding back anymore. So just wanted to share that. Happy Easter, you guys.